Good afternoon, welcome. It's October and I'm still in the relaunch of my pink book. And I wanted to talk a little today about grief. My dog passed away this week, so I'm still devastated in the shock phase. But there are stages of grief, as Elizabeth Kubler-Ross gave to us. Shock, denial, anger, bargaining, and acceptance. I think there's always a shock, even if it's, someone declining in health, or if it's not a surprise or aging, versus the shock of an accident or a diagnosis, that ends in 3 months. And then there's anger, why did this happen? I've been reading Why Do Good Things Happen? Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People? And kind of looking at that perspective. It's written by a rabbi, and that's helping me find peace right now with the loss of my dog. And bargaining, what if I'd done things differently? What if this had happened? What if 5 minutes earlier? All the questions. And then acceptance. I know, a lot of, we've all had different losses. I mean, there can be loss of a normal, loss of the ability to do something, loss of a season of life, moving, loss. I've lost pets over my life, but this one seems to be the most devastating because it happened in an accident way. The other ones were old age. Although I did have, the last time that I had breast cancer, my dog bit me when I was going through treatment, and then we rehomed her. So that was a loss, sort of shocking and sudden. But this one seems really, really rough because I'm still in the shock of it. And then I want to just share some of the, I had this beautiful golden, white lab. She loved to chase tennis balls. She lived in the moment. She was grateful. She was always excited and engaged, always on the run. I know she's running around heaven right now. But the things that we can learn, from our losses and our grief, it gives us more compassion toward other people. Sometimes you wish you had one more day with a person or an animal or a pet. Don't take anything for granted. I know it sounds, as the words come out of my mouth, it sounds kind of trite, but then I'm sort of in that phase. Like if I only had one more afternoon or one more morning to sit on the porch with my coffee and throw the tennis ball for her. But there are other dogs that like to chase tennis balls too. So thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to share a little bit about grief and give you some hope and perspective. And if you don't already have a copy of No More Pink, it's relaunched, and you're certainly welcome to get a copy for anybody that's touched by breast cancer or any other cancer. Cancer world's definitely, I have a different perspective on it now. I'm in the stage 4 camp, which is completely different than stage 1, the first time going through it. But there are people living longer and longer with metastases, 10, 20 years, and I intend to be here in 10 years. I intend to be here in 20 years. I'm doing great. So thanks for tuning in.